Um, Great. So, welcome. This is totally an informal Zoom call to really answer. I'll share a little bit more about what Flourishing Life Coaching Certification is and what we're about. I really want to just share that and then answer any questions you may have. And this is really an info session just so that you can make an aligned decision for yourself. I will be running the next 2-day course myself on May 14th and 15th, and the early bird is April 30th. So I'll answer any questions you have with regards to anything other than that. But I'd love to hear just kind of like a round circle who you are and what you can share where you're from and what inspired you to come on here. So Miles, we'll start with you.
Oh, you're gonna make me break the ice, eh?
Yep, I sure
am. My name is Miles Lowe. I'm from the Vegreville, Alberta area. For me, I guess I have an ability to read people. I'm quite an empath.
Yes.
There we go. And since certain things have been in my life, like my position was eliminated 2 years ago after 2 promotions with no warning, and then last year my dad passed away after a 7-year battle with dementia. So I'm just looking at everything. How's that?
Beautiful. So you're exploring what might be aligned for you for your next calling.
Right.
So good. Beautiful.
Well,
Thanks for being here. Okay. Let's go with Corey. Hi. I think we may be new to each other, right?
Yeah, yes, yeah.
How did you hear about this?
I'm sorry?
How did you hear about this?
Well, I've actually signed up. I'm from Red Deer, and so I've chosen to pursue the flourishing coaching route.
Congrats. I'm assuming you know Roy then. Is that how you signed up?
Very well.
Oh, very well. So good. Roy and Kip are amazing. They're also facilitators for those of you who are wondering.
Yeah. So, when I saw your email, question and answer, I wasn't sure what it was, but I'm like, you know what? I'm going to jump in just to
cool.
Just to see what the questions and answers are. I'm fairly new to the whole flourishing coaching program.
Beautiful.
And so I chose to jump in because of numerous years in business myself, as well as leadership myself.
Love it.
And I'm kind of at that point in my life where I think I'm ready to share that experience, pros and cons, as well as going through a divorce process and how that has changed my perspective on things. And I find myself already informally coaching people. I seem to be doing that. And I want to make it more formal with some really great material.
Beautiful. That's powerful. Thank you so much for sharing, and thanks for coming on. I love meeting people who are in the community too. So thanks, Corey. Let's go with Jennifer. Are you able to say hello, love? Hello.
Hi.
You too.
I came on unexpectedly. I'm not prepared to be on video, but my plans
so glad you showed up anyway.
Well, it's so nice to see you. I wanted to come on and solidifying what my understanding is of the program and support you, and perhaps other people have questions and experience that I'm not asking.
I love that. Yes.
And I am here from a spiritual perspective as well. I have become more involved and directed towards this way the last couple of years.
Yes.
Before the pandemic and with all the craziness that was going on in the States. So I was seeking other like-minded people on YouTube, and I'm learning more about life experience and life coaching and oracle reading, crystals, and energy healing.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
I'm so
thank you.
excited. So excited. And those of you who are wondering, Jennifer actually just signed on with her husband with Flourishing Life Coaching as well. So very into the community. So welcome. And Miss Erin, I'm so glad that you were able to make it. You just ran your event.
Yes, yeah, it's a busy afternoon. Yeah, so I'm Erin. I live in Salmon Arm, British Columbia. We're fairly new to this neck of the woods, we'll say. I have a very rich past, we'll say, not necessarily money, but just in a lot of different experiences. I feel I've taken so many certifications and I'm trained in so many different things and have been very successful with some of them. And then I lose interest. And one of the things, just through some of the things that I've gone through in my own life, interested me in life coaching. So I actually took a life coaching certification program. It was good. The content was good, but I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know how to apply it. And then through other courses of events, I find this still currently, I'm currently running youth empowerment workshops. I love it. I love the idea of it.
Yes.
And I love the feeling after. However, leading up to them, I have so much anxiety. I'm not good enough. These girls won't like me. We're not going to relate. And it's not stage fright. It's all the leading up. And I procrastinate. There's a lot of bad habits. And I feel like I'm very comfortable on the stage. I'm very comfortable talking in front of large groups, giving speeches, that kind of stuff. However, when I have to see people face to face, I don't know how to question. And I think that, I need the life coaching I'm hesitant about because I guess didn't have the best experience last time, but I know that there's still a calling for myself there, and that itch isn't going away.
Let me ask you, if you don't mind sharing, don't tell us the name, that confidential, but like what didn't work for you with that?
They were, what didn't work was there was pre-recorded videos. So there was nothing interactive about it.
Okay.
And then when there was segments to ask questions, it was just not facilitated in a very professional way. And then you got this certificate and there was never homework. I'm going, okay, I guess I can reread the materials, but I don't really know what to do with it. It was never, okay, now go find somebody and talk to them. Now go do this. Make a list of this. And I can't say what those things should or shouldn't have been. I just felt that there needed to be more.
Right.
And I even discussed it with a few of the other participants out of curiosity, and none of them actually, well, the ones that I spoke to have done anything with this life coaching certification that we have. So I think we all left feeling insecure in the ability on how to deliver it, how to get customers, how to price ourselves. We had a list of questions, but we were never, it's like still giving a child a bike and saying, write it.
Right.
Okay. Not as easy as it sounds for some of us, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I'm really glad to hear that thank you for sharing. And I will say, you do not have to worry with Flourishing Life Coaching program. We do support our coaches with all of that, with the implementation, the marketing, teaching them. Now, there are different, and I'll go through the presentation and I'll share a little bit more about our business model, just so that, and I'm super transparent, so not attached, so you all understand what that looks like. And then if you want to do more of a one-on-one call because you're still wondering specifically, like Erin, you and I might want to do that, then we can talk a little bit further about that. Okay.
Thank you.
So I'm so glad everybody's here. And so Corey, I don't know how much you know about me, and now that you're in Flourishing Life Coaching, I kind of forgot to introduce myself. So I call myself an Akashic Visionary Life and Business Soul Coach. I have my own business for the last 5 years. It's business coaching. So Akashic is opening the records of our souls. So basically very intuitive. And then I specialize in client attraction and soulful selling. My involvement in Flourishing Life Coaching program, really long story short, is Abe and I used to be a registered psychologist for 11 years in private practice. Abe and I met when I was a psychologist, and we became good friends. I referred a lot of my colleagues and clients and friends to him certifying people. He was with a different company at that time. And he started Flourishing Life Coaching. And I just always knew, I knew that I was going to learn from this man. Everything he touches turns to gold. And he just has such deep integrity. He's got a beautiful character. And I just loved how he led with so much heart and so people oriented, which is very much how I love to lead. And so it was a no-brainer when he approached me. He said he wanted to start Flourishing Life Coaching. This was at the end of 2020 because he realized that where he wasn't feeling like there was like they weren't evolving. There wasn't a diversity, even in ethnicity, and just like he really wanted more diversity, and like growing with the world. And so he started Flourishing Life Coaching. And I am an investor in it. I'm a business partner. I'm a founding member. My involvement is, besides being a facilitator, I'm the business development for the coaches. I also run something called Master the Art of Coaching, which is once you get certified, we have monthly calls where I'm doing case consults. We're doing what you will do. I'll explain the 2-day. Very experiential, doing breakouts, and I used to supervise student therapists, psychologists, and provisional psychologists, which means you're in the process of becoming registered. And I miss that so much. And so I get to do that again here. It's beautiful. So I get to coach people to master the art of coaching. So Erin, hopefully that will help you understand, like, okay, I have a place where I can learn how to apply my coaching skills and case consult and improve on your coaching. Because that is really important, right? There's a big difference between textbook and then actual practice. Yeah, big time. Okay, so that's a little bit about me. And so let me just go over, I'll go over a little bit of the PowerPoints we actually go through on day 1, just so that you can see what we're about. So the Flourishing Coaching Model is built around 10 areas of coaching certification. So we're very much based on the 10 core competency factors of flourishing. So Dr. Wayne Hammond, who's a clinical psychologist on our team, he's done over 30 years of research and speaking at different universities on strength-based resiliency. This is where we are evidence-based. Okay, it's based on psychology, neuroscience, sociology. And so what Abe and Dr. Wayne Hammond have done is they have taken the research and created a transformational model, which I will show you in a few minutes here. And so this is a change model that is proven, and that's what we mean by evidence-based, basing on the resiliency, the research on resiliency, so that we are focusing on what's right with people rather than what's wrong with people, right? So you can think about our life coaching certification, it's 2 days, as an appetizer. If you wanted to dive in deeper, it's the same structural model, but specific to the niches. So the life coaching is 2 days. So when you sign up, you have 4 pre-work modules. Basically, Dr. Wayne Hammond sharing a little bit more about the concepts of flourishing. We also have a computerized assessment, which when you take this, you will take it for yourself, where it determines where your strengths are with these 10 core areas, factors that make up strength-based resiliency. So it's not these are the niches. So 10 core competencies. And then we also look at what are we call them opportunities where your opportunities of growth are. So, and then it's being able to understand how to take these results and seeing how it applies in your life and how you're showing up in your life based on these results. They actually are quite accurate. Well, it should be. So it's really beautiful. And then when you are certified, you get to administer to this test to your clients as well. Okay. And so there's 10 niches if you wanted to dive in deeper. So depending on your area of passion, interest, who you want to work with, we have a relationships coach certification, parenting coach, career coach, wellness coach, leadership coach, business coach, creativity, workplace, and sales coach. So we're not just in the entrepreneurial space, we're also in the corporate space where we go into small businesses and bigger corporations and work with the teams there. I don't personally do that because I don't have a lot of experience in that. That's not my area of expertise. Abe does that, and a few other people on our team do that. Okay, so I specialize more in the entrepreneurship. We also will specialize in non-for-profit as well. So really this is a beautiful company and certification geared towards, I'm going to say really everybody. You know, any good certification, legit certification, is a personal development course first. And so you will, when you join and do the 4 modules, the 2 days is taking what you're learning in those the pre-work, and we're actually doing it more experientially. So we're doing things where we're doing breakouts, and you're practicing it between client and coach, and you're actually working through some of your stuff, and you will receive breakthroughs. You see that it works, right? That's the biggest thing. So that is where I'm just reading the comments. So yeah, does anyone have any questions so far from what I'm explaining? No? Okay, awesome. And so why is the certification program set up like this? It's because our lives must flourish before any specific areas can be sustainable. So like the life coaching certification is the basic, and then everything else builds on it. So our model looks like this. It is the transformational model for change. So we will walk you through in this certification. Phase 1, creating safety and building trust. Phase 2 is hearing and listening, what the difference between those are with heart and mind. Phase 3 is align, support your clients in creating alignment. Phase 4 is navigate with vision and goals. Phase 5 is growth mindset. And phase 6 is execution and accountability. So we go deeper into breaking this down with each of the phases, with specifically how to walk your clients through, how to hold space for them for that bigger transformation. Now, what's beautiful is that a lot of my clients, just like Jennifer was saying, and Aaron, I believe you're quite spiritual as well, right? They are light workers, healers. They may be energy workers. I myself am certified in 3 energy modalities. And I'm also, like I said, I do Akashic readings for people. And so what I know to be true is oftentimes in the healing sessions or these energy sessions, shit comes up, let's face it, right? And so what this model does is it allows the practitioner, I also have massage therapists that take this, body workers. What it does, it allows them to feel confident in guiding and facilitating that conversation, the stuff that comes up, so that they're confident in helping them move through these phases to raise their results and really create that deeper transformation, rather than have these one-off sessions and they come in as a band-aid effect. You know, you only heal so much, but you need to have that deeper transformation through the conversations. Is that making sense to you all? Yeah, okay. Any questions so far? No? Okay, great. There's a couple more slides I want to share with you. So what we'll also be learning more about is the characteristics of those who flourish. So this is, of course, high level, and then we go deeper in the 2 days. So we go through authenticity, agency, awareness, alignment, activity, and accountability, and what exactly those look like. Like I shared, we are evidence-based and practitioner-focused, meaning it's based on science and psychology. Let me see if there's anything else I want to share with you guys. Yes, this last slide here. So these are the 10 core competency factors based on the research in the areas that we really look at with our clients in our certification. So you'll learn about personal empowerment, personal awareness and management, emotional and social intelligence, leadership and courage, innovative, entrepreneurial, resilience and growth mindset, motivated, self-directed learner, moral directness and integrity, interpersonal and collaborative skills, and effective problem solver and accountable. So these are things that we dive deeper into in this certification. So that's pretty much what I want to share with all of you. I wanted to just open the floor to see, where you're at with questions. How is this resonating with you?
That last slide, is that covering us as coaches, or is that preparing us how to deal with the client?
Both. So you'll be, because we can only hold space and for our clients in these, if we ourselves are matching in that frequency too. So yes, like I shared, this is our company is actually not just a certification company, but we're also a personal development company. We do have courses that are geared towards our own breakthroughs, but what's also really important is that any certification that you go through, definitely you want to experience your own breakthroughs when you're in the experiential part, and you will in these 2 days. When I went through it myself, of course, because I need to understand and in order to be here to facilitate, I need to go through this certification myself, and it was so potent and powerful. The work is, just what we're learning about. And even with my extensive background as a psychologist, I have social workers who take this as well. What we all say is this is very complementary, and it's much more positive. It's not therapy, does not replace therapy, so we're really clear about that, because who you're working with are people who are very different. Therapy is more clinical in nature, where coaching is people are accountable, they're ready, they're usually at a healthier state, and they're ready to go to this next level performance area. Again, depending on your niche. Does that answer your question?
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And Jennifer.
So I just, my understanding that what the 2-day you say is an appetizer,
Yes.
and then we actually go through the programs ourselves for the whole year. We're actually doing the course that we would be coaching our clients through. Do I understand that right?
Yes, so let me explain the business model so that you understand how this works. So the appetizer would be taking this 2-day certification. If you want it, and Jennifer, you're actually in the full meal deal here. You and Bill have taken and signed up for the Flourishing Life Coaching program, which includes the 5 of the niches, so the coaching certifications, and it includes the personal development courses that we offer, so breaking through fear. We're located in Calgary, as Jennifer, as you know. So the events are often live, but they also are offered at the same time virtually, so you can Zoom in, and it's very much it's amazing to watch Abe do this, because even when I was going through the certification, even with the people Zooming in, it just felt like we were all together. It was incredible the way he does it. So there's in-person events if you desire for that. But yeah, breaking through fear. We have a speakers program, how to elevate your speaking. We also have how to write a book. We have a wealth program. My husband, who's a certified financial planner, he's very good at what he does. He's actually one of the mentors for the wealth program. We have every morning power startups. It's on Mondays, sorry, not every morning, power startups, where you are really getting into the mindset to set yourself up for success for the coming week. So there's lots of amazing events that are happening that are offered in this next level program. And so it's a year long. That one is $5,000, which is a pretty amazing deal for all that you get. And there will be other events in there too that get thrown in. That also includes my Client Attraction Academy, which was my signature program. And this is a program that is a 12-week program to help you. And this is a value of it. I sell it at $997 US. And so this is part of the Flourishing 5K program now. So I teach people how to build their business and scale it as well, build the foundations of the six-figure business as coaches. And then I'm sure I'm missing on some of these because there's quite a few offerings in there, but this also is the Master of the Art of Coaching. You get the consults that I run on that as well for the year. Any questions? Now, Erin, I think Erin Moss, you might be the only two that don't know. So if you were interested in bundling, let's say you don't want to take the full meal deal sort of thing, but you're interested in bundling, like taking life coaching and then maybe the leadership coaching or the creative coaching or parent, you work with youth, Erin. So, that maybe the parenting coaching. So with that, typically each niche, if you were to do it separately, is valued at $997 Canadian plus GST. But you get if you buy it in a bundle, like two of them, then you get $500 off. So it comes out to $1997. One, if you were to sign up for the 2-day, the early bird is $12.97 plus GST. And then after the early bird, which is after April 30th, it's $14.97.
After the 2-day event, could you maybe paint a picture of what that looks like? So we're done, we get this piece of paper or email. What does that look like? What's going to, how,
so then
what do most people who complete it, what are their next steps besides buying another program? What can they do with that certification and that you guys have seen?
Yeah, so that's a great question. So after that, you get 4 PostWork modules to help you learn how to build your business. Now it's a high level. This is why we encourage people to go into the bigger program so that you have that continued support.
Mm-hmm.
What I also have separate out though is the monthly Master of the Art of Coaching. So if you didn't want to do the 5K program, you wanted to have continued support, then you can join the Master of the Art of Coaching. And that's a 6-month commitment is like $120 a month. And then if you wanted to do a 12-month commitment, it's once a month of a couple hours. It's $100 a month.
Okay.
Yeah, so I really want to make it easy for people be continuing to get support. And this is like, I made it a no-brainer kind of deal. So, yeah.
So basically,
that's what you really need is that.
Not really. So I guess the question was, if we just take this standalone program alone, what can we do with that?
You can go out and work it with your clients. You can administer the FLQ test by, so how you would do that is just email Cynthia, who's client support, and say, hey, I have this client. So we usually charge, like the cost for it is $35 Canadian. So not a big thing. So you can ask your clients to pay for that. It's not obviously a moneymaker. Sometimes people will ask, make $5 off of it, $5 or $10. But it's really to minister so that together you can work together with that. So you will have all the tools, all the templates. So with the coaching certification, you get the booklet, which looks like you'll have the online version if you take it with me online, or you can order it and we can always mail it to you. I think, don't quote me on it, but I think it's $77, or you can print it out yourself. So this is what you get. And then you'll also get a Google Drive with all the tools and templates that you can print out and reuse over and over again with your clients. There's going to be tons that you'll learn, and they're very powerful. I don't know if you saw the client testimonial I had with Cassandra, who's a social worker who took this last time I ran it.
Don't think so. No,
Okay.
sorry.
No, that's okay. I can send that to you. It's on my wall, my Facebook wall. And I don't know if you're on my email list, but I literally just shared it this past week a couple times. So I'll send it to you and then you can watch it. It's like a 10-minute interview of her raving about flourishing life coaching and why she loves it. She raves about the different tools that we offer. So.
And lastly, what are the times, Pacific Standard Time, on those 2 dates?
Yes, so it's for you and I, because I'm in BC, I'm in Kelowna. I don't know how far we are from each other. I just moved
An
here.
hour.
Oh, we're so close. Amazing.
I know,
Okay.
right?
So it would be 7:30 a.m. for us. It's 8:30 Mountain, and then we go till 4 p.m. Pacific and 5 p.m. Mountain.
And it's all live, so we can ask questions and.
It's me. It's all
Oh,
live.
it's you. Okay.
And I'm super woo, so we come on and we do it my way. So I always start with meditations. We'll have breaks because, I mean, Zoom fatigue is a real thing. But we'll have mini breaks, and then we'll have an hour lunch break. And usually that's around 12:30. And then we do breakouts and things like that. So there's a learning piece where I'll do more concepts, and then teaching tools, and then you'll go and do breakouts, and I'm popping in the breakouts. This is my style. Not every facilitator does this. It's just because every facilitator has a different style. No one's better, of course. Everybody's is different. But I will come in and I will watch people practice being coaching clients, and then we'll come back as a group like this, and I will share the themes I'm seeing. I will share what's going well. I will also share the opportunities to go deeper, how you could use that in coaching. So it's one of my favorite parts of the 2-day. And this is why I love the Master the Art of Coaching, because there'll be more of that. So what you experience in the 2-day will be continued in the experiential realm in the ongoing Master the Art of Coaching. Yes? Awesome. Any other questions?
If I could just jump in, I do got one question with regards to funding.
Yes.
Okay, so in Alberta,
I don't know if I have an answer for that, but please ask away.
Well, I'm going to ask you because you're in BC. So, you know, in my flourishing journey, which has been short, I've already rallied people around who want to join in with me and go with this. And some of them are actually in BC. And so I am aware, like in my case here in Alberta, I rallied my employer and they're like, yeah, we're on, you go. And they were able to get some provincial funding for the program. And so I was able to do that. And through the Alberta job training, job learning grant or something like that.
Yeah.
And so that worked out well. And I'm wondering, now I have some contacts in BC who are considering the process as well, whose bosses are also open to the discussion. I'm wondering if you've had any experience with any job training grants or growth grants like that.
I have not. That's so usually when somebody needs to apply and needs to get more clarity about that, they actually talk to Connie and Abe because they have more experience and understanding of that world. So what I would recommend, Corey, is to redirect your people to have a conversation with Connie and Abe, or even Cynthia. I think she would be well versed in that, and then they can help direct them, and they have more experience in helping people apply for the grants.
Yeah, no, that's good. I just knew that you were in BC, and I thought, well, maybe you might have or know of somebody who's had tread through that process. So
yeah, thank you for asking. Let me think about that. Because I'm actually from Edmonton, I just moved here in September. So I've been running these trainings, and because of COVID, online, because I have a global community, so most of my people are in. I have most people are in Canada, but they're not in Alberta, like Alberta and Ontario. I don't think I have, Erin, you might be the first BC. No, I have a couple BC people, but they did not need to apply for the grants. So I don't think I have any past students who had to do that. So that might be a good question for me, like just check in with Abe to see if anybody from BC has applied. Yeah. Thank you for asking.
Yeah, if you come across anybody, let me know. Because I too am, like you said, global. So I've got even some folks in the US that are looking at jumping on, but I can't speak to what goes on in their realm down there. But up here for sure, if there's a way that we could support their jumping in with some of the grants that are available, because it was successful for me. It allowed me to jump in. So
that's so great.
I'm hoping I can do that with others as well.
And I don't know what that process, I'm not sure what it would look like, how different it would be from province to province, but I imagine probably different. I don't know. Yeah. So
maybe
check in with Abe to see if anyone's tried. But that's awesome. Congrats to your people who could apply for the grants. Amazing. Does anyone else have any questions to, I guess, Erin, you would be the only one. Miles had to jump off. Does that help with your decision, love? Does it?
It does. Yes. For me, it's just a timing thing. So
yeah.
Okay. I've just got to make sure that weekend will work. Actually, I should ask, are you going to be offering this again?
Yes.
I don't know if you offer this monthly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So if for some reason
running it, so if it is someone else, if you wanted to jump on someone else's class, then we could, because there's different facilitators. I'm not the only one. So if you wanted to jump in someone else's class, you could do that too. You will just have to find the date.
So sorry, you said you won't be running another one, or you are?
I will be, but it probably won't be for another 3 months sort of thing.
Okay, that's okay.
Because it's not the main core of, I've got my Soul Ascension Business Academy that I run, other masterminds. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Great. Any other questions? Okay. Awesome. Well, Erin, follow up with me. Let me know if that date, May 14th, 15 works. Again, April 30th is the early bird cutoff. So if you can figure it out before then, that would be awesome. Okay, beautiful. And it was so great to meet you, Corey. So glad that you're part of the program.
Yeah, nice to meet you as well. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks for being here, Jennifer.
Thanks for us.
Okay, and you guys know where,
night.
just DM me if you have more questions. Okay, awesome.
Have a good night, everybody. Thank you.
Good night.
Bye.
Good luck, everyone.